Alright, the Evolved Electro Drag is out, so I'm going to be trying it out in 3 different decks in today's video, and this is after the nerf the Evolved Electro Drag already got. That's right, guys, it already got emergency nerf before it came out, so we're going to be testing how it is afterwards. If you guys are wondering what the nerf was, essentially the projectile speed was reduced by 20%, and also after it's stunned 3 things, I believe it's toned down the amount of infinite chains it gets, if that makes sense. We also have the Goblinstein here in this specific deck. I think it's going to go very well with the E-Golem. This guy just went Golem first play of the game. I was not expecting that. So he's going to Fireball the E-Drag here. We have the Doctor going to town on top of the Baby Drag. Let's go ahead and pop the ability here and see if we do electrocute the Goblinstein there, which was on top of the tower, and he's going to go in for a Skarmy, so we'll just go for arrows on top of that, and then we're close to our evolved E-Drag here, so we'll see how nasty it is paired with the Elixir Golem, and of course, E-Drag known for being very good with E-Golem, so this might mean E-Golem is back in the meta, could be pretty toxic, so be prepared for that. So we'll just cycle Skellies here. We'll also have the Evolved Skellies ready to go next time around as well. What do you guys think of the new arena? Actually, I think it's pretty cool. Definitely very fitting as well considering Halloween this month. So I think they actually did a very good job with that. But you guys can leave your opinion in the comments as well. So let's go for the Evolved E-Drag here. See if we can get some value out of it. Maybe if he's got a bunch of units clumped together. And we could probably go for our Night Witch as well. Or we could actually go for a Goblinstein instead. So he's going to go in for a Fireball here. Let's see. Nice. There we go. We get the chain to happen. We have... Let's actually Void on top of the Ewiz here. And maybe we could go in for the Doctor ability. I don't know. But this deck, bro, looks absolutely disgusting. Oh my goodness. I saw someone running it on TV Royale and I had to copy it. I was like, oh my gosh, this looks insane. And let's see, we could maybe, do we go like Evo Skellies here? What if we get them on top of the King Tower? I don't even know. Wait, let's see. Okay, wait, did this guy give up? I would not be surprised if he gave up. He might have actually gave up. Wow, that's insane. I don't blame him. I mean, we have the Evolved E-Drag. We got the Goblinstein. He probably, well, actually, he's got the Goblinstein unlocked because everyone gets it for free. But he probably doesn't have the Evo E-Drag, so caused him to rage quit. I feel a little bad, but we are only in League 1, so, I mean, this is kind of bound to happen, I suppose. Here we go, already in League 2 because of the boost. You end up only having to win 1 game to get to the second league if you have the maximum boost. So now I'm trying the E-Drag inside of Golem. Should actually be really solid, I feel like. And Golem might be making a return after the Evolved P.E.K.K.A. nerf. So definitely another deck to look out for or to try out yourself. I'd say let's just start with an E-Drag. We might as well, so we get to that Evolve one as soon as possible. Void nerf means Pump is going to be back, so I could definitely see Pump being viable with the Golem once again. I suppose only time will tell. So let's just go in for a Zap here on the Firecracker. Hopefully we are able to kill it. Yeah, we actually can. That is really, really clutch. Let's pump up here. Something tells me this guy probably has an Earthquake. I mean, at least there's a good chance of it. So if he does, the pump isn't really going to do anything. But maybe he doesn't have it. Because, I mean, after all, we're only in League 2. And this guy has Firecracker as well as Little Prince in the same deck. So it doesn't really make sense to me. But yeah, let's see. Let's go Little Prince here and see what he wants to do. Maybe we get a Battle Healer going. And he's actually going to go ahead and pop the ability there. And he's got a freeze. Wow, what in the world? Let's just go Barbarians on this here. I think this should be solid. And yeah, I mean, if he goes Firecracker, he would probably be able to wipe this out pretty easily. Now he's actually just going to deliver that, which works as well. So that ended up, I guess, we both kind of just canceled each other out. Like, we both kind of countered each other's stuff there. But I guess we kind of have the slight advantage, you could argue, because we actually have a pump down, so we're getting a massive elixir lead. The NATO, of course, is going to pair very well with the Electro Drag, clumping everything together, so you're able to just, like, annihilate everything. So let's go for the E-Drag here. Valkyrie coming in, and he's going to have a Tesla. So what if we NATO the Valk and the Tesla kind of together, so then the E-Drag can just kind of go crazy here, potentially. Wait, let's see. Oh, Little Prince got destroyed. Wow, we can zap here. Let's see, are we going to get the chain effect going? I think it doesn't happen when it's on the tower, so that's one thing to keep in mind. The tower, it's only going to just do what the normal E-Drag does. It's not going to have that infinite chain, and that's probably ultimately a good thing, because otherwise it would just be ridiculously broken. So let's get a Tornado going here. This is just the regular E-Drag, so unfortunately it's not going to do, I suppose, a whole lot. So far, my opinion, of the evolved E-Drag is, even though it did get nerfed, it still looks like it's going to be a very, very good evolution, especially when paired with the right deck, because it's just going to kill things significantly faster. I mean, it's a really massive difference when there's a lot of things clumped together, but I do think if you're against a cycle deck, like you see here, we're against a deck where there's not a lot of baity cards, and there's also a lot of cycles, so oftentimes it's not going to get as much value as it otherwise would if you were against, say, like a lava deck, a E-Giant deck, a Golem deck. I think that's really where the evolved E-Drag is just going to shine and get a ridiculous amount of value. Whereas this type of matchup, it's kind of, it probably appears to be more like an average evolution. So it might end up being a situational evolution, especially after the nerf. So we're going to go in for the NATO here, and then we're one card away from having the evolved E-Drag yet again. I kind of want to use it as many times as possible to try to, you know, see how much value we can get out of it. So I might not be playing this match the way I normally would be playing it. I'm really trying to put a focus on the E-Drag because that's kind of the topic of today. Maybe I'll do a video where I'm specifically playing Goblinstein decks next. That could be interesting as well. So let's NATO this little prince in, try to clump things together. Oh, that was really good. It just wiped everything out really quickly. That was cool. So everything got lined up together because of the NATO. So that was really clutch. And we should probably be able to finish the game off here if I had to guess. Let's see. Maybe we could actually get an E-Drag chain going. If we can NATO everything, it's close to that. Golem's going to explode anyway. There we go. And that is going to be a pretty easy win for game 2. Alright, we're in our third match here against Foes, and this is an Electro Giant Goblin Cage deck. Now, the bounce changes are not live yet. I do believe they go live inside of the game tomorrow, but the Evolved Cage is getting a buff. So the E-Drag could actually go very well with the E-Giant as well as the Evolved Cage, which is getting a buff. And then the Goblinstein is in this deck as well. It's mostly just to kind of test it out and see how it is. He actually went very aggressive with a Ramrodder, so I decided to E-Giant defensively because it is defensively a very good counter to it oftentimes. And now this counter push is going to be really hectic for him, I feel like. We could just Lightning this Inferno, and then I feel like... Wait, we don't even have to Lightning. Oh my gosh, he's in a lot of trouble. He's going to go Bomber. Wait, do we just NATO that in? Wait, we might not even have to. Let's just leave this and see what happens. We could pop... Let's pop the Doctor ability. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a cough. I don't... It's weird, guys. I've had the past week, like, a cough, but no other symptoms. Like, I'm not sick. It's just been a cough, so I'm thinking I might have, like, bronchitis or something. Bro, I was trying to pop the ability, but I accidentally went... He gave a sarcastic well played, which, to be fair, is probably deserved. What happened is... Oh, shoot, the Mega Knight jumped on the thing before... It's still going to get countered very well. But anyway, what I was trying to say is... I was trying to pop the ability, but... What happened is... Oh, shoot, bro. The E-Drag is not going to do anything here. See, like, in this type of situation, it's not doing anything. Like, that's just a regular E-Drag where it kind of just got wiped out. So, that's why I actually think the nerf the Evolved E-Drag got and how it is currently, it seems like it's going to be a balanced evolution. In fact, after the nerf, maybe you could make the argument it's going to be on the weaker end because from what I've seen some of these games... If you're really not setting yourself up well with the evolution, as in, like, making sure you really pair it with the tornado or have a big push coming in, it seems to be very manageable to deal with, at least from what I've seen so far. But anyway, I might have, like, bronchitis or something. I don't really know for sure, but I've had a cough the last, like, week. And, yeah, I don't know, but I don't think I'm sick. It's weird, but anyway. Should hopefully go away soon enough. Let's just Lightning here. Wow, man. I will say the Goblinstein looks pretty decent. I don't know now after the E-Drag nerf what's better between the Goblinstein and the E-Drag. I think in double elixir the Goblinstein is going to be really, really good because it's pretty easy to afford that 7 elixir you need to, of course, get that ability used. That jump backwards. Wait, let's actually go for the Evo E-Drag here. This is where it might get some good value. There we go. Okay, there we go. So now you see it on top of the Knight as well as... on the Knight as well as the Evolved Mega Knight. And yeah, that ended up being pretty good there at the end. So it seems to me like it's very situational. Either way though, guys, let me know what you guys think of the Evolved E-Drag. I'm excited to test out some more decks and combinations with it. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already. And you can use credit code BOSS to support me in any Supercell game. And thanks again until next time, guys.